Hey guys, so if you've ever had any kind of issues where you're completely blocked, you don't know what you want to create a video on, you know that you want to create a video on something that you're knowledgeable about, something where you can share that knowledge and expertise with your ideal audience in the form of a video. You have an idea of what the topic is, but you're clueless as to what exactly you need to say and the order in which you need to say it. That's where AI can come in to sort of guide you. Think of it as your producer, and it's going to be able to give you some guidance on what content you need to create. It'll even create it for you, so it'll be your script writer. And what you then need to do is come in and tweak it and clean it up a little bit. So one of the tools that I love using that you may or may not have heard me speak about is one called NotebookLM. This particular platform is by Google, but unlike Gemini or Copilot or Claude or ChatGPT, it does not pull its information that it's going to give you results from the internet. It actually pulls the information from the sources that you provided. What I tend to do is I provide it with, for the most part, depending on what I'm doing, I will provide it with exclusively my content. So that can be presentations that I've done, interviews that I've conducted, journals that I've recorded, or just voice notes on a particular topic. Anything that will allow me to sort of do a dump of what's in my head. And so it just avoids me from having to type it or manually write out what my thoughts are. So I will put all of this information in an assigned notebook. So on my screen right now, you can see the dashboard for NotebookLM. NotebookLM is free to everyone that has a Gmail account. If you own or are paying for a subscription for Workspace, you then have the Pro version, and you'll know that you have the Pro version if you see Pro up here in the upper right corner. The difference between the Pro version and the non-Pro version is the number of sources that you can add to your notebook. I assign various types of notebooks based on what I want to curate. So as you can see here, I have one called My Presentations, and then I have one up here called My Voice. My presentations are every single presentation that I have been doing and am currently doing in 2025. I may even have a couple from 2024, but for the most part, it's all of my presentations. I currently do roughly about 5 different presentations every year, variations of them throughout the year. And so I'm going to open this up, and in here are not only my presentations, but I'm also putting in the chats that I download from those presentations so that I can get feedback from the audience. Another thing that I am adding on to these is any sort of testimonial or client or attendee feedback that I get from a third-party source. I'm also going to be adding that in here. And the reason for that is just so that I can, in the event I need to, kind of get an all-encompassing response in terms of this was the presentation, this was the topics that I spoke about. Because these are transcripts of the actual recordings, they will also include any live Q&A that I may have done. So I will have anybody that has asked a question or what the response was, or even if they just said, oh, thank you, this was so helpful, any kind of feedback. And then I have from a third party, specifically more like testimonial information that can be added in here as well. Now, in some instances, you might see here, I have 3 notes that are in PDF form of a follower, an influencer that I follow. That is just so that I can sort of figure out how can I interject that content into my overall theme of what it is that I'm talking about. But typically, what I would do is I would deselect my sources, and then I would come in specifically and I would look for a specific presentation, and I would want to ask, how can I create, or not ask how, but ask it to create specifically video scripts from that particular source. So I'm going to do, this is the chat. I don't think I want the chat. This is a presentation and this is a presentation. These are two different presentations of the same topic. So I'm going to use the future of video as my source, and you can see the number of sources here in the chat. Now let me just walk you through what you're seeing here. This is the name of my notebook. These are the sources that I've uploaded to it. So it's really important, depending on what you're going to be using the notebook for, it's really important that you put in it the content that you really want it to pull information from. So because I do not want this to pull anything from things that I did not write, I have deselected everything. I think for the most part, with the exception of like that YouTube video, and I think the notes that I have from these three PDFs, everything is mine. So I'm just pulling from these two. In here, what you will see is, again, the name of my notebook, but you'll also see sort of a summary of what all of the sources are. And I have a total of, I have a total of 29 sources that I've already collected. And so it's going to summarize in here essentially what those sources are collectively telling me. From that information, I could ask to just give me, or I could ask just to add a note. I shouldn't say I could ask. I can add a note, or I can ask for an audio overview or a mind map, and then I can come over here for some additional things like a briefing document, a study guide, FAQ, and timeline. But that's not why I'm in here. I don't want to get too carried away because there's so much with this platform. I probably will do a standalone tutorial so that you can see all of the cool things that you can do with this now, because I've been a fan of notebooks since they actually first started. But today is specifically about what do you need to do in order to create a script. So for today's tasks, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to prompt it to create shorts. So I'm going to ask it to create 5 shorts for me. And I have the prompt somewhere else on my computer. And so I'm just going to put it in this chat here. I'm going to copy and paste a prompt. So in this particular prompt, I am saying I want it to write 5 short video scripts. So a 2nd grader, you could do a 7th grader, or a high schooler can understand using this recording. And I should put these, not that it matters, recordings, each focused on a topic or theme featured in the recording. Open each script with an engaging hook designed to grab the attention of the viewer. These scripts will be filmed by me, the presenter, who will speak directly to the camera like I'm doing now. The scripts should be no longer than 60 seconds in length. So this is just quick and easy. You just need, with any prompt, anybody that's been prompting for the past year or so understands the more detailed information you give it, the better off it's going to be. The other way that you could start this off is to inform the chat that you want to act as someone. So I could say, act as a YouTube Shorts expert. So if I want it, I could put act as a YouTube Shorts creator, expert at writing short video scripts, and and then I will continue and write 5 short video scripts. So you can do that. Then we're going to click this. You will see that it's working. And again, it is pulling the information that it's going to use for the context of this video from the 2 specific sources that I've asked it to do. You can do just 1 source. I'm pulling 2 because I do slightly change my presentation. So I'm sure that in the latter one, I gave or either gave more information or added some more information on it that wasn't available for the previous one. So it's now finished. It says, here are 5 short video scripts designed for Edie to speak directly to the camera with an engaging hook and content understandable by a 6th grader, each focusing on a key theme from the recordings. So the first one is brainstorming video ideas with AI. The length, or the assumed length, is between 45 and 55 seconds. The hook is, hey, do you ever stare at a blank Hey, do you ever stare at a blank page for a school project and your brain just freezes? Now, the reason why it's saying a school project is because I gave it that indication of a 6th grader. So I would have to tweak it a little bit so that it wouldn't necessarily speak to a school. But you know what? It doesn't even really matter. I could just remove the word school and say blank page for a project, period. So then it goes on, well, guess what? Making videos for your business can feel the same way. Sometimes you have no idea what to talk about, but here's the secret. Artificial intelligence, or AI, can be your superpower idea helper. And then it goes on. And then that's the end of that video. So you can then copy this, put it into whatever platform it is that you need in order for you to create the video, especially if you plan on doing this as a direct to camera. But it doesn't even have to be a direct to camera. That could be a script that you've created, and you can put it into another tool that will automatically create a faceless video for you. So that's another option as well. And then here's a second one, conquering camera shyness. A third, YouTube is more than just videos. 4th, AI makes video editing a breeze. And the 5th one, your smartphone is your video powerhouse. So again, the main reason why I personally prefer to use NotebookLM is because it is taking my actual content, my words. I don't have to give a personalized setting like you do on ChatGPT and on any other platform. It is literally using every single bit of content that I have ever uploaded to it. And that's why it's so important that I labeled this notebook or this project my voice, because I really want to make sure that whatever content I'm creating, it's pulling it directly from presentations that I've given. So this is my personal preference. This is also my preference in terms of when I need to create a script, or even if I need to create any other kind of written content in whatever capacity, it is pulling from my own words. So that's personally important to me. By all means, I would recommend that you play around with this. And the other thing of note that I really want everyone to understand about Notebook, and this goes truly in reference to any platform that is out there that's AI, they are completely devoted to making sure that they update and upgrade their platforms so that it can work with you. In another video that I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on the video overview feature, which to me is a game changer. And it's also another way that you can create faceless videos, because it literally looks like a slide presentation with narration. And so you can just, again, use your sources and it can create a video for you. So these things are changing. They're changing at record speed. I would just highly recommend that you start to use this tool if you are interested in being able to curate content from your own words, and then you want to create different types of content from your own words. All right. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.